Nathalie, and I bought this frame. It's a $4 frame from Wal Mart, and it was originally like this color brown. And after I have almost finished this, I thought, I need to show you how to do this. So what I've done is I've used a dry brush technique. So I've this round bristle brush. It's kind of stiffy. It's not a soft bristle brush. And I'm just using some turquoise paint. I'm going to be framing up this little watercolor picture that a friend of mine has done, and so this is going to be a gift to another friend. So bought that from one friend, and I'm going to give this to another friend, and she loves turquoise. So what I'm going to do is show you what I did. So I just used the apple barrel turquoise. You could use chalk paint if you want to. I have not tried this with chalk paint, and this is a plastic frame, so it's not like a huge investment. You could do this also with like a thrift store frame. What you want to do is either use a brown paper bag or a paper towel and get most of the moisture out of your brush. So I didn't put a whole lot of paint in my brush to start with. And then you're not going to paint like paint the little shape. You're going to just kind of whisk that brush back and forth across the raised areas. And so let me get up a little bit. Let me zoom in a little bit. I was going to bring it up to you, but let me just zoom in a little bit and get some of the glare off. I hope. And so you just back and forth, just kissing the surface, basically. Kissing those raised areas. And if it gets a little in the inside, that's fine too. But because of the raised areas, it automatically has that wonderful distressed kind of look to it. Or, I'm not sure. But anyway, this technique is called dry brushing. And so the other thing that I did was lifted it up. Let me back up a little tiny bit, and so turn my brush sideways just so that it's not on the tip. I guess you could do the tip, but this is just the way I do it. And then hit this lead edge. Let me back up just a tiny bit more. Hit this edge just back and forth to get some color on that edge. And you could do both edges, but I'm not going to. Just this front edge is all I'm going to do. And then I also want to make sure I've got some color on this inside lip of the frame. And I've got a glare because of the glass. And I'll take my glass out and clean it before I frame up this little painting. Anyway, so I think this has kind of a really neat look, and it's pretty easy to do. This is an inexpensive project. I mean, I've got $4 in the frame and 50 cents in the bottle of paint. I already had the brush, so that wasn't any big deal either. So, and it has a nice custom look to it. All right, I'm going to frame this and come back and show you what it looks like cleaned up and framed. All right, I've got my frame painted. I've got my glass cleaned on both sides, inside and out, and I waited a couple of minutes to make sure that the glass was good and dry before I put my artwork back in there. There's my artwork. I didn't paint this. My friend Renee painted this, and I just thought it was really cool, and she painted it on an old vintage songbook page. Anyway, and she's got it on a piece of coffee dyed or tea dyed paper. So my glass is dry, so it's not going to damage my artwork. I don't know what kind of mystery substances might be on this backer board, so I'm going to put a couple of pieces of drawing paper or art paper to protect the piece of art from this board. And again, this is not expensive. This is Wal Mart $4 frame, plastic frame. And anyway, but I think it's going to make a pretty sweet little gift. We didn't need something like this. And there we go. I think that turned out pretty cute. Let me see if I come in, if there's my focus. And so even though I use turquoise, I think the blue is going to work with this, and this dark frame is going to work with the music paper. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, give me a little thumbs up. Subscribe. Visit myhallcloset.com if you want some other ideas and tutorials and patterns and some free stuff. And if you'll subscribe to my email there, you can have access to my library of free goodies. So thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.